Hello, I'm Kevin Berger. Having access to a computer and the ability to connect online has become crucial for all of us. It's how we stay in touch with each other and the world, but also how we look for jobs and opportunities. That's also true for low-income people who can be at a real disadvantage if they can't afford a computer or a connection. Fortunately, an organization called PCsforPeople is here to bridge the digital divide. And here to tell us more is Sam Drong, Program Director for PCsforPeople. Welcome to Newsmakers.
Thanks for having me.
So, alluded to the issues that can exist if you don't have access to being online. What do you see in the people that you serve? How are they kind of behind the eight ball?
Sure. Without a computer, they really, like you said, are behind the eight ball. We see that they don't have access to the sorts of healthcare needs that they may need at home. The kids may not have access to educational opportunities, and just some of those basic social things. Being able to stay in touch with family members and friends that live in other places. It's really kind of a difficult thing if you don't have it at home.
So you connect the people with the computers. Where do the computers come from?
So we are an electronics recycling company. We provide our services free of charge to businesses. If a business is looking to get rid of old equipment, we're happy to come pick it up, take it for free, and we make sure all the data and everything is wiped. Then we use that equipment, refurbish it, and that's what actually goes out to the families. So it's really a good way for the community to help itself.
You know, computers, like they used to say about cars, as soon as you walk out with it, it's out of date. How new, I guess, and up to date are the models that you're providing to your population?
So most of the computers, they're obviously all refurbished. They'll be anywhere from 3 to 5 years old when they go out the door. They're all kind of business grade computers, so they tend to be a little bit more rugged and last a little bit longer. We expect the computers to last anywhere, usually about 2 years after we give them out. We expect them to have a useful life for another 2 years.
Who's the typical person who comes to you seeking this?
Sure. So the typical family is a family of size of 3 with an average income of about $13,000 a year, and that's kind of it.
How do they hear about the fact that they can get a free computer?
Yep. So most of the time, families are just speaking kind of word of mouth. When a computer is given to a family, it tends to really make a really big impact pretty quickly in their lives. So they're really happy to tell their family members or their friends or their neighbors about it.
We are talking about families. For families, in many cases, who are, you know, economically disadvantaged, how important is it for their children? With homework,
right,
etc.
So what we've heard is that a family that doesn't have a computer at home, the kids are sent home flashcards. If the family has a computer at home, they get software. I think it's pretty easy to see that interactive, fun sorts of software can really help educational outcomes in the long run, as opposed to kind of the basic flashcards that we're all more accustomed to.
Well, it's not just enough to get the computer, you have to have a connection too. Can you help with that as well?
Right. So over the last 2 years, we've been able to sign up about 15,000 people over that time to high-speed, low-cost internet service, and we'll be able to continue to offer those services into the new year. So it's an important part of what we do, is being able to provide that appliance as well as the connection to the internet.
How many computers have you given out?
So we've just celebrated giving out our 40,000th computer. Last year alone, we gave out 8,500 computers, and we plan to do more than that this year.
Excellent. Great work. Thanks so much for telling us about it. Now, if you want to learn more about the work of PCsforPeople, how to get involved, how to donate, check their website. You can find that information at PCsforPeople.org. And that's it for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Kevin Berger. Thanks for watching.